Welcome to our big match preview and backed by Ladbrokes for the season. Remember to go ahead and check out Ladbrokes' brand new odds boost available on the app, on the website, and click the link below to get involved. T's and C's apply. Saints on Sunday lunchtime television once again, and this time we welcome Arsenal to St Mary's. Clive's with me to preview the game. Well, Clive, I reckon if we had this fixture maybe 3 weeks ago, we would have resigned to a defeat to one of the top sides, but a lot of positives to take from the last few performances. Humiliating Everton, taking City all the way apart from that overtime goal, and great spirit to come back from a goal down to get a draw at Bournemouth. The confidence is now back in the team.
Yeah, I think the confidence is back. I do think we could have been more positive at Bournemouth. I think if we'd gone for it first half instead of going square too many times and backwards, I mean, it was actually because we went backwards to Wesley. Okay, Wesley Hoot made the mistake, but the ball could have been played forward from midfield, definitely in that move. Okay, if you lose possession higher up the pitch, it's not going to hurt you so much. But I just thought Saints missed a trick first half there. I think Bournemouth's confidence was pretty low because of the Burnley defeat. On the plus side, we did bounce back second half, and we really took the game to them and probably should have won it. From 1-1, there looked like there was only one team should have won it. You know, it was a tight affair right at the end. Bournemouth had a couple of things, but yeah, it showed a bit of character, Freddie.
Well, despite all those positives, you know, this game in particular, recent history suggests that it's already all but over. I mean, it's been over a year and a half, nearly 18 months or so since our last win over our top six side in the league. I mean, last time Arsenal visited, we were humiliated in the Cup and they beat us 2-0 down here just towards the end of last season.
Yeah, and Saints fans, it's one of the things they live for, beating the top six, and we haven't had much of it lately. We haven't even had draws. We do need to get, I think because of the start that we've made, some of the points that we've dropped against what you might consider games where we should have won, I think we do need a couple of results against the big guys to stay away from the danger zone. It's a chance. Arsenal, okay, they're playing in Europe. I guess they've already qualified, haven't they? So they're probably playing a weakened team tonight. But still, they've got to travel. Some of the guys have got to travel. So that's an advantage to ourselves. The way that Arsenal beat us in the Cup and pretty easily in the league, to be honest, it doesn't augur well. I've seen a lot of Arsenal this season on the telly, and they are an improved team without a doubt. There's more steel in them, I think. There's more steel in them. I thought they used to play, and they still do play lovely football, but there's always a bit of a weakness at the back that you thought if you could get at them, you could expose it. But I'd say that they're a bit more steely, although they did give United a good 2-goal start. So let's hope for some more.
Well, the question asked over Pellegrino, I mean, I've been asking it to a few people over this week. Does he go 5 at the back? Is it 2 defensive at home against Arsenal? He'd gone 5 at the back away at Man City. All right, that was a game that we were going up for a draw, but we went attacking football against Everton, against Bournemouth. What does Pellegrino do?
Hard to say. Hard to know as well. Højbjerg's admission was a strange one, having come in and done so well against Everton. I mean, that really was a man of the match display, and you know he seems to have drifted out again. So tough one for him. Tough one. It's good options. Hey, we've got good options in midfield there. But I'd like to see Højbjerg in. I think he's worth another chance. Obviously, how you go with your tactics is down to the manager. But I'd like to think maybe Arsenal will have a lot of the ball. So maybe it is maybe a 5-man midfield even with one up top. It doesn't matter what system you play. It's how you approach the game. If you approach with a positive attitude, get the ball forward early, you can hurt the opposition. But if you play tactically and think, well, let's hold them, and we keep going square, sooner or later, Arsenal will pick a hole through you. They will. They've got the players that can do it. They've got the real quality players that can do that, without a doubt. So I think you've got to take it to them a little bit.
You mentioned Højbjerg there. I mean, some players in particular for me that we should hope to turn these fortunes around against these top sides. At the moment, Charlie Austin scoring 3 and 3 recently. Yeah. I think in his last 10 starts, he's scored 8 goals. It looks like he's finally firing for Saints. And someone else actually who's taken a lot of flack and a lot of stick over the season and last season, Fraser Forster. I've been really impressed by his performances over the last few weeks. Finally, maybe he looks like his best as he was when he came back from that injury. And for the best part of the City game and some brilliant saves against Bournemouth.
Hopefully he's played through his bad spell. Everyone's fair enough. Everyone's got an opinion. And yes, he made some high profile mistakes. But whilst he's in goal, he's our player. Stick behind him.
Well, all of that being said then, Clive, despite maybe Arsenal's indifferences this season, last season, still not going to be an easy game. What's your prediction?
Having seen Arsenal, I think it'd be a narrow defeat for us. But let's fight and let's stay in the game. As I said about being positive, but that might sound negative, but I think it's realistic. I think you have to block that midfield up. But when you get the ball forward early. Get the ball forward. I like the look of the wings, the way that the fullbacks and the wingers have become involved in the last few weeks. I think that Saints can, when they start to believe in themselves and when they take a more positive approach to the game, they can be a top team, Saints. But it's when they go into their shell and they doubt themselves. I think the crowd can play a part there. If they do see some early passes, I think that would really get everybody up off their seats and cheering. Please, no more clackers. I know we've joked. No, seriously, I know we've joked about it, but all it does is make people lazy. It stops them singing. They feel that if they bang their clacker, that's enough support. It's not enough support. It's about giving vocal support, giving encouragement. When the team do well, it lifts them right up there, and that's what we need. We all know it's going to be tough. Arsenal game's going to be tough. We all know we're underdogs. If you're underdogs, we should be bang on right behind them, lifting the ground, not banging clackers. Please, no more clackers. Burn them, put them on the fire, do something useful with them. They are the worst invention. Honestly, I saw Leicester the other night, and they're all at it as well. But this country's gone clacker mad. And no, seriously. And then Leicester scored and they play music. How much more plastic can football get? Really? Let's have a bit of them back in the game. Come on.
Yeah, well, let's hope that the Saints fans that are in attendance do get behind the team. But excellent stuff, Clive. Don't forget to leave us your predictions for Sunday lunchtime's game. Leave us your likes, your comments, and subscribe for more.